Hello, 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 one and all. This is Stephanie Hunter from Hamilton here, and our beautiful Karen Crichton. Wave, Karen. Hello, Karen
Hello,
Crichton.
hello, hello.
From here. Karen is our amazing developer and specialist in our biofeedback. So this is fantastic for you to take time out to do this, Karen. Thank you so much. And of course, our gorgeous Joe. Joe, wave. Hello, Joe.
Hi.
Oh, so enthusiastic. Somebody loves being on camera, doesn't she? Eh? I can
Yeah.
tell. Okay, guys, you most likely don't know Karen or I, but you're very, very familiar with Joe. So what we're doing here today is I will introduce Karen again in a second, but I'm just giving you a synopsis of what we're going to do on this brief video. We're very focused to keep things as simple and as simplistic and straightforward as possible. But there's going to be questions because most of you are brand new to the bioresonance feedback machine. And like when I was brand new, I had 1,003 questions and then I came back with a million more. So don't hesitate to ask questions if you have any questions, okay? We're going to record this video, which you've already heard it's been recorded. And as soon as it's done, we'll put it onto the group chat that we set up with you all this morning. And you're all welcome to watch it as many times as you need to. So what are we doing today? Well, what we're doing today is we're coming forward as a team to help our fellow mothers, brothers and sisters and our mankind down in this particular scenario. For our focus and intention of this particular group is to focus on the Wellington tribe, help the Wellington tribe to keep their spirit up, to keep their health in check, and to offer love and light back thousandfold to those who are failing to see some love and light at the moment, if you get my drift. So all this is done with positive intention. Okay, so what we're doing, Karen. So Karen is our specialist in our biofeedback, quantum biofeedback. You can find our website. Karen and I have been building quantum, what's it called, Karen?
Quantumhealing.me.
I've only been spending hours on it. Mind blank. So there's lots of information on there if you want to go as deep diving as far as you want. You don't have to learn all there is to learn about this. Keep it as simple as you want and simplistic as you want, or go as deep as you want. The choice is totally yours. We're here to help you on your journey wherever you want to take it, okay? So we have set up what's called a library. The technical jargon is called a library. I've called it the first aid and preventative kit. And I think that's what I called it. It's in the chat room upstairs, above where this link is. Again, just to take the jargon out. And we have created this beautiful group of frequencies. The energy is phenomenal. I've been playing it for a couple of hours myself here in my home to test it out. I know Karen was testing it out last night and throughout today as well, Karen, is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. It really makes a difference.
It really does. And people have been coming into my environment because I run a clinic from home. People who've been coming into my environment today have just gone, oh, God, it's so nice to be here. I just feel so different. So it's been phenomenal. So I'm very excited that you guys are able to have access to this. This is our gift to you. The three of us have come together to create this as a protection shield for yourself. We call it the EMF dome, I think, from memory.
Yep.
And it's our gift to you to keep you safe, to keep your whānau safe. That includes your blood brothers and sisters, as well as your new brothers and sisters that you may cross you down there, to keep our intention clear and focused. It slipped a little bit at the beginning of the week. So we're helping people to get back to what the root cause of what this whole gathering is about down in Wellington. So bearing all that in mind, I'm now going to pass it over to Karen, and Karen is going to give you some instructions. Joe and I have been asked by Karen to pull her up if she's going too fast, which we will because we're good at doing that. Just keep bringing it back to simplicity the whole time. Okay, Karen, take it away. What are we doing?
Okay, so I'm going to share the screen, but first off, I just want you to know that I'm going to totally focus on the beehive in Wellington. However, with these, you can also play with these in your own home, your own tent, your own car, your house, your hotel room, no matter where you are, you can put the focus on that. And I'll explain what I mean by that. But so we've also included with the library that we're sending you, we've included what we call Everyday 2021 and Past and Ancestral Clearing. Now, these are libraries that we have created to help people with the jibbity jab and the shedding. And we've been having really good results, but there's a lot of different remedies in there, but I'm going to show you what's in there and we'll go into that. So I'll share my screen. I'll just share my dear old tablet. there. And of course,
Okay,
it's
Karen,
covered.
we're starting off by going to the end result now. So you're showing them what they're going to get once they've loaded their machine, their device onto their app onto the device. Is that correct?
I am. Yes.
No.
So
Guys, this is what we call reverse engineering. Once you've got your device on your machine, once you've got your app on your device, which can either be a mobile phone or it can be a iPad or it can be a tablet. Once you've loaded your app onto that device, we're going to download these, what we call libraries, which is a groups of frequencies with certain intent. Karen is now showing you the libraries. Once she's shown you the libraries, she'll double back and she'll show you how to load the app on, okay?
oh, yeah. Well, I was going to show you how to do it first and then put the libraries
Okay,
in. So
perfect.
because it's easier. It's a step-by-step process, really. So
Easy.
with the Beehive, what we've done is I've been trying to find the best date to put in. So with the name is you just put Beehive Wellington NZ. I tried to put in the date for the beginning of Parliament, but unfortunately it doesn't go back further than 1890 or something. So basically I've put in the date that the Beehive opened, which will be 1970. Now you always put the year in first. The reason is if you don't and you do the day and the month, what will happen is it will jiggle around the year. So do the year first. Then, so it's the 28th of February, 1977 that the Beehive was opened. So,
it's nearly its birthday.
eh?
Nearly its birthday.
It is, it's nearly 45 years.
Mm.
I'm sure a numerologist would see some resonance in that. So,
yeah.
And I put it as male. Now, if you see it as female, then go for it. But, you know, do use your intuition with this bit. And so then so basically, this is what you will see once you've logged in. And if you haven't logged in or gone in yet, go to our quantumhealing.me/videos, and you'll see step-by-step instructions as to how to download it and how to log in, if I remember rightly. I think we've done that, haven't we, Stephanie? Yeah. Okay. So then you go to the bottom bar and you go next. Now, this is user records as for if you have lots of clients and you want to keep records. I personally don't. I don't know if you guys do. I don't, because I don't believe that we need to hold people in time. And so basically I just go begin at the bottom. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do with the sound recording. So the sound recording is 89% of the actual recording. And so what I was going to do, and I think I might have cleared that, is I was going to record a video that was of the convoy. And I'll just see if I can find it again. So, because of course I had it up and I've been, then people phone me and then I go on it. So, hang on. Is it in here? Okay, so I'll just find a video that's on the Facebook. Sorry guys, I had this prepared and it's all gone, of course. Okay, so this is just a video. You hit record.
All wrapped up, it's told. So yeah, it's a little soul story today. A lot of people from the area I'm in left last night, so I'll just show you the street. This was packed, absolutely packed.
Okay, so that's a recording of the streets. And so if you're in Wellington, I would just press the record button and let it go. It doesn't matter what it records. So it's picking up the vibrations and the frequencies that's around. So then what we do is we hit the voice harmonics, which is down at the bottom left-hand corner. You hit on the actual word and you just click on that. And then it'll start the testing, you can hear a slight vibration, I think. So basically it's starting the testing mode and starting to align with what it is we're testing. So you don't have to be in Wellington, by the way, to actually do this. You can be anywhere on the planet, actually, but we're sort of encouraging people to be on the ground simply because we want you to be able to feel it and feed back to us how it feels, and if you feel that we need anything else in there, and all of that sort of stuff. So this is the sound, and then you hit the button at the bottom with next. Then we come to photo. So all you have to do is click on the take or upload photo, which is there, hit on there. And I'm going to take a photo of my phone where I've just taken the video from. It's not very clear, but I'm sure you can do a much better job than me. I'm just trying to do it as quickly as possible so that you're not bored. Okay, you just hit on OK. And then begin analysis. So with this, the picture and the name and the date of birth or the date of inception is 11%, and the voice is the other 89% of the test. And so this is the sort of testing bit. And then what we do is put in an affirmation. Now, the reason you put an affirmation in there is so that we can put those frequencies through the whole of the test and the whole of the treatments. So as you're probably aware, voice words have an energy to it. And so if you put a positive affirmation through, then you're going to really get benefits. So ladies, can you think of an affirmation?
Peace and love to one and all.
Yeah, okay, that's a nice simple one. There. Thank goodness for spell checking. Okay, so that's that done. And then what we do is we hit begin analysis. Just in case you can hear a snorting, that's my dog. And we're going to have an influx of another dog in a moment. So there might be a bit of a flurry of activity. So just bear with me. But okay, so that is the actual test done. Then what I'm going to get you to do, you only have to do this bit once. Now, if you go to the top right-hand corner and click on those 3 lines in the corner, and you will see this is a menu. And what you do is just scroll down, and it'll be in a different place, it often is, and just hit libraries. What you will see is a blank screen because you haven't got any libraries as yet, because the basic model, which is the 14-day trial, is a basic model. And so what I'm doing is you sending me your email after you've logged in. I can then send you an email of a code that is for your libraries. So what you do is when you get, I'm just going to show you actually, I'm just going to do a new share of, hopefully, I'm just going to stop share a sec, get that off and see if I've got the right thing on my, unrecorded. Just bear with me, girls. I should have done this earlier, and I had. Okay, right now. My mouse isn't behaving as per. Okay, so you'll get a live or an email which looks very much like this. So you will get Everyday Treat 2021, Past and Ancestral Healing, and then you get EMF Protect. And as you can see, you've got codes there, but you don't need to do all of those. All you need to do is get to the bulk share, copy and paste that, and pop it into your Genius. And I'll show you in a sec how to do that. If you can't copy and paste, do be aware that it's very case sensitive. It won't download onto your if you get the wrong code. Okay, so now I'll get the other one back up. And hopefully you can still see that. And what we have to do now is you have to go down to the bottom left-hand corner, just here, and you hit on there and you copy and paste, or you copy that into there and you hit the bulk code there. And what will happen is your libraries will show up on the shared side. So you won't get up in the created side, which is where you always end up, but you go into the shared side and it'll be in there. And then what you do is, I'll just cancel that. Then what you do is you go down into here and you click on Add to Client, and you click on the menu there at the top right hand corner and hit Select All. And that's it. That will be in the front end of your Genius. Does that make sense? Ladies, is that making sense? I can't hear you, so.
Yep, there we go. Just make sure you click the OK button after you've done put this in the libraries.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay,
Excellent.
so then what we do is we go into libraries and you click on there. Now, you'll only have 3 libraries in there. Then you press on the begin analysis like you do the other one. It takes a lot longer because there's a lot more stuff in my libraries than there will be in yours. It'll take a few seconds to load yours. And all we have to do then is find your libraries. And it really is as simple as that. Of course, it's a lot, it can be a lot more than that, but I'm just showing you the most simple way of doing this. So we need Everyday Treat. So I'm just going to show you what's in there. And so I'm just going to click on it. And as you can see, there's a lot of different remedies. And what we're going to do is we're going to click on the whole of that library, hold on to it, and drag it up into the quick zap tray. Okay. Then we're going to go into Past and Ancestral Healing. Again, I'm just going to click on it so you can see it has quite a lot in there. And you can, if you want to, just treat yourself with those individually. But what we're going to do with this particular one is we're just going to hold and drag and drop it into the quick zap tray. And then we just click and get rid of that. And we're going to go EMF. It's an EMF protection dome, we've called this. And so I'm just going to click on that and show you what's in there. We've got lots of different resonances, and we've got peace, love, and freedom. We've got a few different affirmations in there. We've got black tourmaline, quantum remedies, which is what I created. Gosh, it must be 11 years ago now. Ethereum gold, black obsidian, all sorts of different things that we know help protect from electromagnetic field. But as a collective, it works incredibly well. So I'm just going to go back, and all you're going to do is hold and drag it into the quick zap tray. Now, of course, if you wanted to, you can go and play with all the others, but this is just for Wellington. And if you ladies can think of anything that you think we should put in that's in the system overview, then Meridians. Any particular ones?
The governing meridian.
Yes, of course. Well, it's an interesting one, that one, isn't it? So we'll put that one in. So you just hold it and drag it into the top tray. And spiritual protection could be a good one, I think. So we'll put that one in. And anything that resonates with you at that particular time. Grounding is always a good one. And auric protection and entities, I think, would be good. So you can put as much or as little as you like, but please do put those 3 libraries in. And then I'm going to show you how to do this. Now, what we would love is for you to have this on for as long as you possibly can. So if you felt like doing it overnight, you can do it overnight. Or if you're walking around, you can have it playing in your pocket. You can literally have it on as long as you like. So how you do that is this little button here, the yellow one at the bottom there, is your timer. And of course, it goes from 0 minutes to 30 minutes. And you think, well, that's it. That's going to take me ages. But what you do is you just drag that over to 0. By dragging it over to 0 enables you to play it for as long as you wish. And then all you have to do is hit that button there. And there you're playing those frequencies. And so, for example, you might want to put it on for an hour or so, turn it off. And as long as you don't log out, you can go back in and play it again and again and again. You don't have to keep going out and coming in again.
Do you actually have to hear the frequencies, or can you turn the sound down?
No, you can turn the sound right down. You don't have to hear them. The frequencies are being put out. The music, the sound is just, it's really good if you're doing a treatment with a client with earphones that have got the sounds on, because you can actually hear the dissonance that's in there, because good frequencies have got quite a dissonance to it. So, but you can hear it, but you don't have to hear it to get the benefit.
Wonderful.
Nice.
And do you have to be connected to the internet?
No. You have to be connected to log in, and you have to be connected to get the libraries downloaded. But after that, you don't have to. So you're not using up your Wi-Fi, which is cool, or your data, which is great. So, you know, that's the good thing about it, is that it can just be playing in the background and you can be doing other things. So I often go on my tablet and have it going, and then I'm doing my emails and everything else while it's going on. So it's just a lovely thing to have in the background. So if you're on your phone, you can still have it going when you're talking on the phone. Sometimes it does knock itself off, but you can just knock it back on again. Yeah.
Is there any positive, negative effects to this, Karen?
Any negative effects?
Mm-hmm.
No. What happens with these is, if your body, our bodies are very clever. If our body doesn't need any of this, it just doesn't accept it. And if it does, it's like homeopathy, really. If you've ever taken any combination homeopathy, you very often don't need all of the combination. So your body will just use what it needs and won't use what it doesn't need. So this is sort of like a bit like that, really. So it's very powerful. It's incredibly powerful, and I can't explain how powerful this is. I think it just keeps blowing me away.
Okay.
And so it's sort of like every day we get someone saying, Karen, this happened. Like yesterday, one of my lovely clients, she found a tui that had been knocked itself out, and she played certain frequencies, and I think it was heart strengthener from the quantum essences, and a herb called Lobelia inflata, which is a calmative. And after 10 minutes, the tui she thought it had died, and the tui was jumping around and doing its thing. And she's been using it on horses and all sorts. And you know, I've had the experience with our dog. So we've got a couple of French bulldogs, and one of them, Christmas Eve, started her season, and she was bleeding for nearly 3 weeks. And I was going, this isn't right, because she's been on heat before and it only lasted for 8 to 10 days. And so I put her on the Genius, because you can do animals, as I've said, and shedding came up big time. So I put her on it and she stopped bleeding the next day. And you can't tell me that's a placebo, because she didn't know.
Amazing, eh?
Yeah.
So this particular type of treatment has been around, the technology has been around since the late 1800s, but we haven't had the technology as in tablets or phones to be able to use it in this form before, or not before what was it, 2012, I think it was, that Ryan developed it. Was it Raj?
That's this technology. Yeah, we had similar
yeah.
in the QXCI and the QX Skio. But the thing about that one is that it was unavailable to most people. It was very complicated, which is why I find this so easy, because it's not complicated. But also it was incredibly expensive. So my last machine was $40,000. And this one is very comparable, and I would say actually vastly more pliable. Really, you can do so much more with it. We're literally creating things all the time, frequencies for various different things, and so adding in like crystals and stuff like that, it's just an amazing tool that we can do crystal healing, or we can do whatever. And
one thing I would add to all of this is, because there's going to be so much beautiful healing going on, your body's going to be resonating very, very high frequency rates. So please stay very hydrated. Please make sure you're in good quality water, the best quality water you can get hold of. Keep yourself very hydrated. Make sure you get some rest times and so forth, because there's a lot of beautiful energies moving in around, and your body's resonating to it. It's just so joyful, so excited, and it's just requires a lot of water to keep it in that high level of joy. Any other basic? I've said the three most common questions I get asked. Can you think of any other questions that somebody might ask, Jane?
No, sorry. I'm just going, no, that sounds about what I do.
Yeah.
The drag, depending on your device, sometimes the drag and drop cannot catch. So if you are getting more specific and dragging and dropping things into the tray, just keep an eye and make sure that it comes up with a little tag that says the drop was successful, because sometimes you've got to do it a couple of times for it to stick.
Yeah, and you can always check. So basically, like we have in the quick zap tray, I'm just going to stop this, is you go in the quick zap tray and the little down arrow there, you can just check to see what's in there. Or with the main hold tray, which is slightly different, and we're not going to go into that now. With that, there's nothing in there, but you can see how many you've got and how much you've got, and if you've doubled up, or if you haven't got what you wanted in there. So you can check on that. So that's a really good point, actually, Joe, because I know different devices, because like different devices look slightly different. So your phone will look different to mine, and but it's got all the same ingredients. So I know on a phone, for example, I think I'm not sure if you've got all of these things come up on straight away. I think maybe if you've got body and you click on the body and then the other things come down, is that right?
I don't know. I don't use a phone. I imagine so, because it's more compact.
Yeah. So if you're using a phone,
it's pretty much it's the same on my iPhone as what it is on the tablet for the thing underneath it. Yeah. The other thing is, just as on a practical level, it does use your battery on your phone up quite quick, not super quick, but it does use the battery on your phone up faster than your phone would when it's just on a normal standby, and so just maybe make sure that you've got a way of charging your phone, or if you're going off site for a while, have a wee charge up.
Yeah, the Wellington site has got a charging station, so you might need to visit that more often. Yeah, they've got a charging station there.
Yeah, you could plug it in at the charging station and leave it running at the same time. But you
have to stay with the phone, because otherwise.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, ladies, so I think that's covering the basics. It's going to help our team to do what we intend to do down in Wellington.
Yeah.
And now, at the same time that those on site will be working with this particular first aid kit that we're sending you down there, or that we're gifting to you now, we also will be doing more ramping up from our ends, from High here, from Hamilton, from all over the place. We've got different biofeedback users doing this from all around New Zealand, and possibly even from afar. So you're not alone. You're never alone. We're there also supporting you. And remember what Karen says, what is not needed won't be used. Just don't overthink it. Just keep it simple. Drag those 3 libraries into the quick sap tray. Add the meridian governing essence, governing meridian into that as well as the psychic stuff, the spiritual protection stuff that Karen recommended. And don't fret about it. Just let it do its thing.
And also play with it for yourself as well. So if there's anything you want to play with, then just play, because it's amazing.
Yeah, especially at the end of the day. At the end of the day, once you've got back to your hotel room or you're lying in your tent, just do a clearing. Look at your own emotions. Look at your today's stress. Look at maybe what vitamins. Top yourself up on the vitamins and the minerals that everybody needs at the moment to keep themselves well.
Yeah.
And just give your body a bit of a once over like that while you're sleeping. That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, also you could use all 3 of those libraries for yourself too, because it's got a lot of those things. Like it's got things like diatomaceous earth and bentonite clay, which can actually help heavy metal detoxification and various other things, you know. So we don't need to go into too much detail of things like nanobots and stuff like that, but those sorts of things can really help clear those things from your body.
Beautiful. All right, my team and my friends, the lovely team. We'll leave it at that because we want to keep this short and simple. They're using the KISS principle. Keep it super simple, sweetheart. We are here for any questions that you may have. Please don't hesitate to ask. We're here with love and grace and light to each and every single one of you. Thank you for taking this to Wellington for us and for presenting it to the front line. Don't hesitate for a second. If there's any questions, just get into this group chat and ask. Karen or I will be keeping an eye on the group chat all weekend. And we're working non-stop anyway and behind the scenes. So
one more thing is make sure that if you hear us on the group chat, if there's any updates to the library, I will get you to log out and log back in and update. So it's a really important one, that because we're finding new things all the time. We're hearing from various people, and if you think of anything that you think should be in that library, do not hesitate. This is a team. This isn't any one of us doing it or anything. It's a team. So, you know, do give us suggestions, because we love that, because it gives this sparks all this sort of, oh yeah, let's do that, you know. So please don't hesitate to contribute if you feel you want to.
Just further that a little bit further, without getting too deep with it all, but everything in this universe resonates in energy. Yeah, everything resonates energy. Therefore, we can capture that energy and put it onto biofeedback.
We can
just give us an idea of what you're after. We can source it and we can put it into biofeedback.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay. Any more questions? Any more statements?
Flick me messages or get in our chat. Lovely.
Perfect.
Awesome. Au revoir.
See you soon, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.
Have a good night, team.